Children, please go through this part before you start factorization. Understanding of polynomials and their degrees is very important. Please do not ignore this part.
Now, you should have some basic concepts, but before this you should know what are polynomials. I've already given in the assignment. The 9 divided by 2 equals 4 with the remainder 1. You know how to divide. 2 4s are 8, remainder is 1. So 9 divided by 2 equals 4 with the remainder 1. Now this is called dividend. This is called dividend. This 9. 2 is the divisor and 4 is the quotient, whereas 1 is the remainder. So you have been studying this in our classes also. Dividend is divisor into quotient plus remainder. Divisor is 2, quotient is 4 and remainder is 1. Now we can apply the same thing with the polynomials also. I suppose you know what are polynomials? Yes, assignment I have given. So fx is a polynomial, and if it is divided by dx, divisor, and the quotient is qx, so divisor into quotient plus remainder is equal to the dividend. For example, this is fx. It is divided by x plus 3, divisor. So you know how to divide. This is 2x, 2x square, then plus 6x, it is minus 11x minus 4, and here minus 11, minus 11x minus 33. This is what you have been doing. Now you will not do this. Remainder is 29. Now what you are going to do is, instead of dividing this way, you will directly take divisor, that is dx, as 0. Here divisor is x plus 3. X plus 3 is equal to 0. That is x is equal to minus 3. Now fx is given. Fx is the dividend. You directly divide it. And see what remainder you get. 18 plus 15 minus 4. 33 minus 4 is equal to 29. See, this is also 29 and this is also 29. Now why this happens, I'm going to explain you. Now, this is the basics. So if fx is the dividend, qx is the quotient, divisor is x minus c. You are going to deal with this kind of expression. R is equal to remainder. We know that dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So quotient is qx, divisor is x minus c. So what we do, we take divisor equal to 0. And then after simplifying, you'll get x is equal to c. So fc, in place of x, you're going to write c. This is what? C minus c plus r. C minus c is 0. So this entire thing becomes 0 plus r fc. So fc is equal to the remainder. This is the concept behind it. Now, if this is fx and it is divided by x minus 1, by long division method we get remainder 1. If I check by remainder theorem, I'll write x minus 1 is 0. So x is equal to 1. So since fx is equal to x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1, if I put this 1 here, I should get the same remainder. Let us check. 1 minus 2 plus 2. 1. So, correct. Let us check here. If x square plus 5x plus 8 is divided by x plus 2. By long division method I get 2. Let us check here. By remainder theorem, x is equal to minus 2. So f minus 2 is equal to minus 2 square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 8. I get 4 minus 10 plus 8, and 12 minus 10 is equal to 2, which is correct. So we are going to avoid long division method and directly we are going to find the remainder by remainder theorem this way. So this is an introduction for remainder theorem. It's a polynomial. When we divide a polynomial by a simple polynomial x minus c, c is a constant. The remainder is fc. Now x is independent, fx depends on x. So this is the value of x, x is equal to c. So to find the remainder after dividing with x minus c, we don't need to do any division, long division method. Just calculate fc. It's a shortcut method. It's a method to avoid long division method. Example, you have to find the remainder after you divide this by this. So polynomial divided by x minus 3, just calculate f3. X minus 3 is 0, x is 3. Just calculate f3. So f3, 2 into 3 square minus 5 into 3 minus 2, we get remainder 1. And this you can check by long division method. So this is the fx dividend divisor. X into 2x, 2x square, 2x into minus 3 minus 6x, remainder you get x, x minus 2 into 1. See, you will find remainder is 1. So here also remainder is 1. So your answer is correct. And this is better method. And if the remainder is 0, then x minus c will become the factor of fx, factor theorem. This is question number 6, second. Now this is given. Question is, what number should be added to this fx so that it leaves a remainder minus 2 when divided by this divisor. So fx is given, let the number added be k. Here 2x minus 3 is a divisor, so 2x minus 3 is 0, x is equal to 3 by 2. So according to remainder theorem, f3 by 2 should be equal to minus 2 remainder. So f3 by 2, 2x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus k. This is the remainder. After simplifying, we get remainder as minus 9 plus 3 plus k, that is k minus 6. K minus 6 is minus 2 because this is the remainder, this is the remainder. K is equal to 4. This is a very important question. And if they give what number should be subtracted, there is a question in your book, write minus k. This question is from your book. They have given two polynomials and they have said that when this is divided by x minus 4, the remainder is r1. When gx is divided by x minus 4, the remainder is r2. And they have given the relationship between r1 and r2. So since x minus 4 is a divisor, x is equal to 4 according to remainder theorem. So f4 is r1 and g4 is r2. So f4 ax cube, so a4 cube plus 3x square, 4 square minus 3. So r1 is equal to 64a plus 45. Similarly g4, if you solve 2x cube minus 5x plus a, you get r2. 2r1 is equal to r2, relationship they have given. So after simplifying, you get a as 18 by 127. This is question number 7, third from your book. Now this is another question. They have given a polynomial and one of the factors they have given. In fact, they have not given, you have to prove that x minus 2 is a factor of fx. And hence, this hence is very important. It is not a hence. You have to use this x minus 2 as factor to factorize the polynomial. First, we have to prove prove this, x minus 2 is a divisor, so x is equal to 2. So f2 is equal to 0. Remainder 0 means it is a factor. Now since already we have proved and we have confirmed that it is a factor because the remainder is 0, now we have to factorize it. We know that dividend is quotient into divisor plus remainder. Since remainder is 0, it is in factor form. Divisor is given, we need to find the quotient. So by long division method, we divide. You have studied this in lower classes also. X into x square is x cube, minus 2 into x square is minus 2x square. This is cancelled, the sign changes. X square plus 2x square is 3x square, minus 4x minus 4. Now x into 3x is 3x square, and 3x into minus 2 is minus 6x. Sign changes plus, this gets cancelled, 2x minus 4. And then x into 2 is 2x minus 4. Now, so this is the divisor and this is the quotient we have got. By normal factorization that you have studied in 9th standard, by middle term break, we get this as the answer. This is factorization. This is question number 12 and very important. So this is another question. We have to factorize this using remainder theorem and factor theorem. So by hit and trial method, we have to try once by 1, minus 1, 2 and minus 2. One of them will give you 0. So f2, if you put in place of x2, you get 0. So x is 2, x minus 2 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is the factor of fx. Now I divide by long division method this by x minus 2 and I get this as a quotient. The last step. Now to factorize x minus 2 into 2x square plus 5x minus 3 by middle term break. 6x minus x minus 3. So x minus 2 into 2x into x plus 3 minus 1 into x plus 3, and finally I get 2x minus 1 into x plus 3. This is the answer. Complete factorization. One more question I have done on this time, so please go through it properly. It's an important. This is question number 15, fourth part. You have to factorize this using remainder theorem. Now actually, if you one by one in place of x you write 1, minus 1, 2 or minus 2. One of them will give you 0. But just to advise you, if the coefficient of x, x cube, x square, x and absolute term, the coefficient sum is 0. Like here we have 0. 1 plus 10 minus 37 minus 20 plus 26. Then x is equal to 1. F1 will satisfy this and x minus 1 will be the factor. But this is just an advice for you. To prove this, you will have to do. Replace x with 1 and find it as 0. F1 is 0, so x minus 1 is a factor of fx. Now, to factorize long division method, x square into x is x cube, x square into minus 1 minus x square. Subtract 11x square minus 37x plus 11x into x minus 1 will give this. This will get cancelled. You get minus 26x plus 26, 0. So this is the quotient. Now to factorize, divisor into quotient, middle term break, and you get this is the answer. Completely you have to write. But remember, again I'm telling you, this is just an advice, and only in one case you can use this, when the sum of the coefficient is 0. Or else by trial method you could try f minus 1, f2, f minus 2 also. One more important question from your book. Now this is fx. A and b are real numbers, unknown numbers. X minus 2, x plus 3 both are factors of fx. We have to find a and b. So since x minus 2 is a divisor and a factor also, so x is equal to 2, f2 should be equal to 0. So f2, 2 cube plus ax square, a2 square plus bx minus 12 is equal to 0. I get the first equation. By simplifying this, 2a plus b is equal to 2. First equation. X plus 3 is also the factor. So x is equal to minus 3 because it's a divisor. F minus 3 is also 0. So x cube plus ax square plus bx minus 12 is equal to 0. By simplifying this, I get second equation, 3a minus b is equal to 13. Now the two equations, this and this, has to be solved simultaneously. A is equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 4. Simultaneous equation. Now, substitute the value of a and b. A is 3 and b is minus 4. This has to be factorized. X minus 2 is a factor. You can select either x minus 2 or x plus 3. I have taken x minus 2 and quotient is x square plus 5x plus 6 by long division method. So x minus 2, this is the quotient, factorize it and you get the three factors. This is a very important question. It can also be done the other way, or you can check. Since both are factors, if you multiply them, you get x square plus x minus 6. Divide fx by x square plus x minus 6 and directly you get the third factor, x plus 2. X minus 2 into x plus 3 be new and x plus. This is also an option for you. But I suppose the first one will be better for you. So this is very, very important questions. Please practice this kind of questions more. So another very important question. Here fx and x minus 2 is the factor it is given. So x minus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to 2, f2 will be 0. So 2x cube to 2 cube plus ax square plus bx minus 14 is 0. After simplifying this, I get this equation 2a plus b is equal to minus 1, the first equation. Second is, if fx is divided by x minus 3, it leaves remainder 52. So x minus 3 is a divisor, so x minus 3 is 0, x is equal to 3. So f3 will be the remainder 52. So ax cube plus ax square, 2x cube plus ax square plus bx minus 14 is 52 in place of x 53. After simplifying this, second equation is 3a plus b is equal to 4. You have to be very careful in getting the two equations. Now simultaneously solving the two equations, we get a is equal to 5 and b is equal to minus 11. Now, after getting the value of a and b, we need to substitute these values in fx. So a is 5 we have got, b is minus 11. This is the fx. X minus 2 is the factor, so I have to select x minus 2 and not x minus 3 because that is not the factor. After dividing, long division method, we get quotient as this. You know this long division method. This is the quotient. This one, this into this, remainder is 0. Middle term break, we get this as the factors. These are the factors. Now this is not from the book, but very important question. X square minus 1 is a factor of this. Find the value of P and Q. So since x square minus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 1 into x plus 1 is 0, x has two values, 1 and minus 1. That is, f1 is also 0 and f minus 1 is also 0. Because both are factors, x minus 1 also and x plus 1 also. So f1 p1 cube plus 4 1 square minus 3 is equal to 0. I get this equation. Similarly, second value I will take f minus 1. I get the equation minus p plus q is minus 7. Solving p plus q minus 1, the first equation, and second equation, I get the answer as q is minus 4 and p is equal to 3. This is the final answer. This is not from your book. This is a very important question.